Good morning, everybody from Polynesian Resort. We're here. It's about 9:30 in the morning on Saturday. I think it's Saturday the 12th of July. And we are here. It's opening day for non-annual pass holders at Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. We don't have any admission reservations for the parks today, so we're just going to do a little bit of resort hopping. We're going to have a quick bite to eat at Kona Cafe and maybe just kind of cruise around the monorail. Join us. So from inside of Island Mercantile, hi! Today's opening day for Magic Kingdom, and you can see that they've got all the security set up here. I don't know how long this has been in place. This is our first time here. This is our first time being back to the resort since the coronavirus, but you can see they've got the security stanchions all set up. Looks like they've got the metal detectors inside coming in from the monorail. And so it looks like they're all set to go to take temperatures for guests to go to Magic Kingdom today. Before we go eat, let's take a trip into Boutique and see what they got going on. You can see for busier times they've got markings on the ground for social distancing, as well as designated entrances and exits, one on each side, and then hand sanitizer at the entrances to the store as well. Pop into Captain Cook's, one of our favorite quick service locations. Looks like they've got things set up here to sort of guide you where you're supposed to go. They got some markings on the floor. And it looks like they're kind of blocking off the the coolers over here, the drink cases. And I imagine you probably have to ask a cast member to get those for you. So we're just taking a quick walk outside from Captain Cook's, and they texted us, so we're gonna go get some food up at Kona. And when we're done eating, we'll come back on out. As good as you remember?
Yeah. The strawberry makes it taste like a donut a little bit. It's so good.
So we had another, as expected, amazing breakfast at Kona. I had we split the Tonga Toast, and we also split the eggs, and Harrison had some pancakes, and it was just all amazing. We also got a press pot of coffee, which was pretty darn good. And we were gonna go for a walk around Polynesian outside, but it started raining a little bit, so we decided to hop on a monorail. And we're gonna go for a little spin on the monorail, go around the monorail loop resorts, and hopefully get a chance to walk around if it stops raining.
And we've done Kona Cafe several times before, probably 20 times in our life.
At least.
But this felt like normal life. It didn't feel like we were in quarantine. It didn't feel like coronavirus. It just felt like normal time.
Absolutely.
So it was really nice to just sit, take our masks off, relax. It was great.
Yeah. It feels super, super cool being back in the contemporary. I mean, we like all the monorail resorts. I mean, it's hard to say, you know, that there's a one favorite over the others, but they all have their own unique feel to them, and it's just really, really cool being back. I think for me, growing up as a kid, being able to see the monorail come through a resort lobby was probably the biggest deal there could have been. But it's just really, really neat to be back, going through the shops, and I don't know, just being here. Oh, it's so good to be back. Painted Cinderella Castle out in the distance. I think it looks pretty good. A lot of people have kind of complained about the new paint job. I think it looks amazing. We won't have a chance to look at it up close until next week, but it looks pretty good from here. You can see here at the Kona Cafe they have mobile ordering available. You scan a QR code for the menu, and then they have the social distancing markers and guidance on the ground here as well. Similar to Polynesian at Captain Cook's, you can't access the coolers. You have to wait for a cast member to help you and fill your order and grab things for you. Checking out the Mickey Mouse Mercantile. They have a bunch of basketball themed stuff here right now because a lot of the NBA players who are going to be playing portions of the season here are staying at this resort. Very, very cool to be walking back through the Grand Floridian lobby. It's wild that it really does feel like you have the place all to yourself. There's obviously some people here. We're not alone. There's some cast members working at the front desk and things like that. Everybody's been really good about having a mask on here, so that hasn't been a concern. They have hand sanitizer stations all over the place. But overall, it's just really, really quiet. Swung by to check out the Enchanted Rose, which is a new lounge here at the Grand Floridian, which we haven't really had a chance to see yet, but it is just amazing. Huge gold chandelier. Really, really good looking bar here too. This used to be a men's clothing store, which they've converted into a lounge. Really, really nice. Additional seating here at the Rose with some Sleeping Beauty, I think.
Looks like it, yeah.
Sleeping Beauty, yeah, Briar Rose, yeah. So Sleeping Beauty inspired mural. And then an outdoor seating area, which I don't know if we can go out these doors. We cannot, they are locked, but nice patio out here overlooking the Polynesian off in the distance and the pool just below. So we're outside of Grand Floridian Cafe, and you can see behind me they've got the blue tarps and fences up, and on the other side of that is where all the NBA players are staying. I mean, I get giving them some privacy and making sure that there's space between them and regular park and resort guests, but it's really, really ugly. So we're on the walk back from Grand Floridian over to Polynesian, where I may have to twist Angela's arm for a Dole Whip.
I'm sure it'll be tough. Hard to convince me.
What did you think about revisiting the Monorail Loop Resorts first time since our last trip?
We have really made a day of this. So we had a breakfast reservation at 9:40 this morning.
Yep.
And after we ate breakfast, we went through all the gift shops. walked the property, took the monorail over from the Polynesian to the Contemporary, where we did the same thing. So we walked the gift shops, and then we took the monorail back to the Grand Floridian and did the same thing. And now we're walking from the Grand Floridian back to the Polynesian. Yeah. So with just a breakfast reservation, we've made this about a 3.5 hour event.
Yeah, it's been a full midday event, I guess.
Yeah. So we didn't have a park reservation for today, but we still just have made a wonderful Disney day of this. So yep. It's been great.
So even though you can't get into the park necessarily, you can still certainly come and have a good time. I will say, at least as far as the resorts are concerned, pretty much everybody, I didn't really see anybody, as like in comparison to Disney Springs, I didn't really see anybody not wearing their mask or following the guidelines that they are calling for wearing masks. So people did a pretty good job with that. I will say it's a warm day today and the mask is pretty hot. It's pretty hot, so we do welcome the opportunities to kind of stop and rest, and having a dining reservation gives you the opportunity to do that. So
well, and when you're inside in the air conditioner, I don't even notice my mask. It's only when you're outside and it's 93 degrees today.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Full sun. But when you're inside and the air conditioning's going, I don't even really realize I have a mask on.
Yeah, that's a good point. So overall, it's been a really, really good day. Again, no parks today, but next week we have Epcot, we have Magic Kingdom, and we have Studios. I'm not sure if it's in that order or not, probably not, but we'll be out there doing the things.
And just keep in mind that if you do want to do what we're doing today, you have to have a dining reservation to park at the resorts. And if not, I guess you can actually park at the TTC and then take the monorail over from there. So either a dining reservation at one of the monorail resorts or park at the TTC.
Yep, good point. Yeah, since we had Kona, our ADR for breakfast this morning, we're able to park here, but otherwise, yep, you have to park at the TTC. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you enjoyed walking around with us a little bit this morning and joining us for breakfast. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.